Have you wondered what is going on with kitchens and bathrooms? Because I have quite a mixed bag in my house, and maybe you do too. Is it going to be worth my time to remodel the kitchen? Am I going to get a return on the investment? And what is up with cabinets lately? Because what I see on Pinterest is not what I'm seeing in homes. So with me today to answer all these questions and have a fun conversation is Amy Moore from Puyallup Design Center and American Dream Design Build. If you're regular on the podcast, then you just heard them recently, just a little bit ago, talking about backyard cottages and detached accessory dwelling units. But today we're doing all interiors. So welcome, Amy.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me again.
It's so fun.
This is one of my favorite topics, so I'm so excited to talk with you. And I'm excited to hear your perspective from a real estate point of view, whereas my point of view is dealing with design.
Yeah, because we're coming at the same kitchen from different perspectives and for different reasons.
Yes.
Be fun.
And just so you know, one of the first questions I always ask new potential clients is, are we designing for resale or are we designing for you? Yeah. Because I'm going to lead them down completely different paths. Depending on what their scenario is.
Totally agree, because there is a time and a place to make this work for you.
Yes.
And other times that's not the goal. It really should be, who is going to take this next and what are their needs going to be?
Yeah.
How can we neutralize this and make it standard for all people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just like that. Yeah. So what would you say? Well, actually, let's back up, because this is my favorite question.
Okay.
How did you get into this?
Oh my gosh. I knew from a very young age that I loved arranging furniture, which seems very basic, right? It was a big deal to rearrange my bedroom way back in the day, and that's where it started.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad are both very artsy, and they did a lot of projects around the house, and my mom was forever rearranging her furniture, in the living room, the family room.
Yeah.
And so then I started kind of watching her and, making changes in my bedroom. And then in high school, I started doing research on design schools, because my freshman year in high school, I decided I wanted to be an interior designer.
Ooh.
And so I started doing research, and I stumbled on the Art Institute of Seattle. And then we went on a family vacation together to Seattle, and I fell in love with the Space Needle and just the hustle and bustle of the city. Mm-hmm. And that's when I knew the Art Institute of Seattle was for me.
Where are you from?
Montana. Missoula, Montana. So,
oh my gosh. That is a big switch.
Yes, it was a little bit of a culture shock.
It's not like you were from Tacoma.
No. I was from far away. I came out to Seattle all by myself. Fell in love with it here. I thought I was just going to get my design degree and go right back home. But I fell in love with the big city, and I'm still close-ish. But now
we have the best of both worlds.
I do. Yeah. I do, because we have such fun, unique neighborhoods, in kind of the Puyallup area here. And it's away from the hustle and bustle of the big city.
It is. We can have traffic if we want.
Yeah.
We cannot have traffic if we don't want.
Yes.
Until the bridge is out, and then we all have traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. That's such a great story. Thank you.
Yes.
So let's dig in with what everyone wants to know. What's the best return on investment?
Well, for my entire tenure, the answer has always been, and I think it probably always will be, kitchens.
I agree.
Kitchens are the heart of the home. Mm-hmm. It's whether you want people to gather there or not, they're going to gather there.
Yes.
So just be prepared for it. That's not to say that there aren't other spaces in your home that you can focus on.
Yeah.
Bathrooms are another one. Outdoor living.
Oh, yes.
Is
Some
huge.
people need that really badly.
Well, yeah, because it extends the square footage of your home. It extends your entertaining space.
When you have 1,000 square foot, cute bungalow, it's adorable, but you can't fit more than 4 people anywhere, then add your outdoor space, right? And make it usable for at least 3 seasons.
Right. Yes.
Do that.
Yes.
But if you have your average size family home, and you're bumping into each other in the kitchen, or the cabinets aren't usable, or your countertop is ugly, then yeah.
Yes.
Let's do the kitchen.
Yes. Yes. Well, and you know, from the perspective of, you know, whether you remodel the entire space versus kind of freshen the space, update some of the surfaces and things. I think that goes back to what's your long-term plan.
Yeah, so let's dig in there. So what's the long-term plan? Because we could go into, we're gonna sell the house eventually, or we're never ever leaving. And there are so many homeowners who have decided with our 2% interest rate, we're never ever leaving. Never. Like, be careful of that word, okay? Because there's a lot of things that can happen that will force you to sell your house.
Yes.
But if you are truly planning to never ever leave, what should we do?
Design it specifically for you.
For you and nobody else.
Yes. So that means going through, like just taking the kitchen, for example. So that means sitting down with a designer and going through your big list of all the items that you want to store. Where are we putting the spices? How many spices do we have? Where are we putting our tray storage? You're going to count my spices? Yes.
You want me to count my spices?
Yes. And then if you really want to take it to the next level, we can alphabetize them all. But I want to know how many you have so I can help you plan for them. So that cooking is so much more enjoyable. And everything has a space. Now, that's easier said than done in a small compact kitchen, but there are lovely accessories that we can use inside the kitchen cabinets to help us maximize those small spaces. So when I approach a kitchen design, that's top on the list. In fact, one of my favorite things to do is create a storage map for my clients. So we go through the storage map. You know, you give me your big list of items that you need to store, and I'm gonna map out on elevations where all those items would be best stored based on my experience as a kitchen designer. And then I'm gonna put a big green box around all the drawers and doors that are flex space. And most times we have extra cabinets left over. Yes.
I do not have cabinets left over.
Well, maybe perhaps you need a new kitchen design.
Well, I think I do.
Let me help you. Yeah, if you pre-plan, and sometimes that means paring down. I mean, who needs 56 bottles of spices? Do you really use those? Probably not. And so, you know, we have these kinds of conversations.
There's a few that need to go. Yeah.
And not just spices, but, you know, where's the best place for the Tupperware? And then you've got the saran wrap and the tin foil, and our tray storage is always a big one. Recycling and trash, composting. We would go through all of those details.
Oh, okay. So that really is a one-on-one consult. There's no cut and dry. Definitely do this. It comes down to what's your usability. Yes. What do you do in your kitchen? Are you a very ethnic cook that tries a lot of things? Are you a chef who enjoys cooking at home? Or are you a really busy mom that is just throwing some things in the oven and it's done?
Right.
Okay. So it's based on who we are and how we use our kitchen.
Yes.
And then let's say we've got those late 90s, early 2000s melamine and what was it? MDF?
Oh yeah.
Cupboards.
Yeah.
And now we're thinking, wow, we have a 2% interest rate. I'm never leaving. These cupboards have to go. So that would be part of the discussion.
Yes. And we have quite a few different cabinet lines to choose from at the Puyallup Design Center. So if I know your general budget and where we're going, I can help advise you on where to spend that money at. And of course then that ties back to if we're staying, then we're gonna spend a lot more time deciding on each and every cabinet. If you're prepping to put your house on the market, we'll do logical placement for things, but it doesn't matter where you're storing your items.
And it doesn't matter how many spices you have. It
Yeah.
just doesn't.
Yeah. No.
You're going to pack them all
Yeah,
up anyway.
yes, yes.
You're going to be down to salt and pepper for about 2 weeks,
Right.
so it doesn't matter.
Oh, right. There's that moving thing.
Yeah, there's that whole moving thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so where else, if we're staying forever,
Uh-huh.
so we've got our one-on-one consultation with you, really talking about our goals and our needs and our use of the kitchen, what's our budget for our surfaces and everything else. What else would we be thinking about?
Other family members, how often you entertain, what kind of traffic patterns and traffic flow do we have in and out of the kitchen space? Does it need connectivity to other spaces? I mean, oftentimes we're taking down walls now, to kind of create more of a great room space versus, a tiny hidey hole kitchen.
Yeah.
Gosh, so many other things. How many cooks do we need to plan for in the kitchen?
Good point.
Do you like to bake? Do we need a baking section? Another kind of really popular kind of trending thing is built-in espresso machines or a beverage station.
Yeah.
I dedicate space to that in almost every kitchen now.
Yeah. Everyone's getting their coffee stand.
Yes.
Because that Keurig, which is in the shot,
Yes,
it's a
it is.
spot.
Yes. Yes, and sometimes that spot isn't out in the open. Sometimes that spot is behind a garage door, so it's just kind of
Love those.
hidden. Yeah.
The little guys.
Yeah, because when your doorbell rings, then you can just run around and close all the cabinet doors, and no one has to see, your morning coffee mess. So we oftentimes work that into the kitchen spaces as well. Yeah. Back to the return on investment. One other thing that, and I know we're kind of focusing on interiors, but you tell me from a real estate perspective, curb appeal, isn't that like a really big deal if you're going to do updates before you put your house on the market?
Yeah. There's some houses that should be repainted. There's some that do need new siding. There's some that just need bushes. You just need some bushes.
Some landscaping.
Just throw in, go to Costco and get the $15 chrysanthemums.
Yeah.
And remember to water them. That's
the hard part.
That's the hardest part.
Yes.
Because nothing else needs water.
Yeah.
But we put these beautiful container chrysanthemums out, and they only look good for a few days because we forgot to water them.
Yeah.
And did it rain? Did it not rain? Do I have to water them? I don't remember. And so they will look terrible really fast, but they will look amazing for pictures.
Yes.
Right? And so just what's the first 90 seconds of the outside of your home? Do any walkways need to be swept? It's so easy. Do they need to be pressure washed? Is there moss growing on our walkway? But then you also got to start thinking, do we need a rail? Do we need a handrail for our 2 steps to go up? Maybe you do. And then some chrysanthemums and a fall wreath. And, for especially, most people know when they have siding problems.
Yes.
And so it's just, let's keep it simple. Either you painted the house this summer or you didn't. Oh, well.
Right.
Throw some chrysanthemums and pumpkins in front of it and remember to water them.
Yes.
You're good to go. Yeah. So curb appeal, especially if we have a runway and we can talk about it a good month ahead of time. Oh, we're going to put the house on the market in April. Okay, well, that's a different list. Then we're going to put the house on the market in October.
Right.
Right. 2 totally different seasons, 2 different buyers, 2 different buyer views, and then 2 different sets of needs. Because if that's going on the market in April, your grass is already green.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Right.
If it's October, your grass might not be green, and it might be kind of crazy. It might be mostly dandelions, and we should work on that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There we go. So fun. All right. So return on investment is still kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my opinion, and I haven't done a remodel, then I'm just looking at, okay, yeah, my kitchen needs the most work. It's going to be the most hassle. But I think it'll be the biggest payoff because the kitchen is the main heart of the home that hasn't been touched. It's so easy to add carpet and change your flooring and paint a bedroom. It's so hard to change a kitchen.
Yes, there's lots of pre-planning that needs to be involved in that. A little temporary kitchen, which oftentimes, we could help clients situate a microwave and their old refrigerator, on a back covered porch or in the laundry room or lots of customers, switch to paper plates during the kitchen remodel. Yeah, it's a little rough, and you got to rough it for a few weeks, depending on the extent of the remodel, but it pays off in the long run.
I agree. It pays off in the long run. I've been to several homes that have done the paint and the flooring and not the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it feels like, ooh, it's so cool. Oh, darn.
Well, and oftentimes the touches in the kitchen kind of set the tone for the rest of the home.
I love, let's say that louder. Say it louder to all the open houses I've been at, like your kitchen is lacking.
Yes. Well, and sometimes you can do, just some minor things to improve. Not always.
What are the small things we can do that make a difference?
New cabinet hardware on your cabinet doors.
Agreed.
It's like the jewelry of the space, and relatively easy to make a change. You could update the finish there. A much harder process to get new cabinets or even painting, existing cabinets. But hardware, that's easy. Wall paint,
How do we know if we need new hardware? How do we know if ours is out of date? Do we just come and ask you?
Sure.
Amy, here's a picture of my kitchen.
Sure. Well, if it is oil rub bronze, tends to be not top on everybody's.
We're not doing that.
We're not really doing oil rub bronze anymore. But mixed metals.
It had a day very recently.
Oh, well, yes, and some it's okay if some of us, still have that. We can, work around it. But the polished, bright gold of the 70s, 80s era, that's completely out.
Yes.
So
yes.
Now gold is in now, but it's a different era for gold. It's a softer, more brushed finish instead of
so that
in your
cabinet
face gold.
Might be visible. What do you think of that one?
Well, that's more of a brush.
Right.
That's like a brush.
It's not
gold.
brassy and bold and look at me.
Right.
Gotcha.
It's a little more subdued.
Okay.
Also mixing metals. Mixing metals, layering textures, all of those things are really, really important and seem to be front and center in most designs now.
So we can do black hardware, this soft brushed gold hardware, colors, jewel tones. What else can we do?
Well, yes, the Pantone color of the year is just a really warm mocha brown. So we're kind of seeing things trending towards warmer color palettes with kind of a punch of color here and there.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily need to be fixed materials that are the punch of color. Color. Maybe it's the bar stools that are kind of a trendy color. But not the countertop, because you want a little bit of longevity.
Well, we'll throw an accent towel in there.
Exactly.
And, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yes.
We'll throw some mugs with a trendy color when we'll have the hardware be dark or brushed or draw a light out and be an accent. And
yes. Yes. Light.
Yeah.
Lighting is so important in the space. It's probably not a really economical change to make if you're looking for, just kind of a quick freshen up. But boy, if you don't have under cabinet lighting and you add some under cabinet lighting, that makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
But not only for task work at your countertops, but just the overall ambiance of the kitchen. If you can get some layered lighting in there, really, really important.
Just go to Costco and get some rope lights and plug them in.
Well, and now, they have
those little
just
LED
little ones.
strips.
Yes, they're
it's
minimal.
So easy.
Yeah,
just do it.
Some of them are even, well, if you were staying long term, you'd want to, hire an electrician and, do it right. But getting that layered lighting is, really, really important.
Totally agree. It makes a difference for everything from, hey, I can see inside the toaster to see what I'm burning, to doing the dishes.
You burn your toast.
There's always crumbs in there.
I know.
And every once in a while, it'll be like, what's going on?
Yeah, water your plants.
Don't burn the toast.
Yeah, don't burn the toast. Get all the crumbs out of the toaster.
Okay, so other small changes that could make a big impact in our kitchens or bathrooms. Got hardware, maybe just some accent pieces with the new trendy colors. That could be towels or stools or mugs, plates, anything that's, we're staging it, really.
Yeah.
We're going to make it look like a showroom for a little while.
Yeah.
And if you're going to live there and stay there, then just incorporate a few trendy colors. Just a few things. Like how much is hardware anyway? Like,
it's pretty minimal.
Yeah.
It's a minimal impact.
You can pick your budget. You could do it for a few dollars. You could do it for lots of dollars.
Sure. Of course, I'm always drawn to
the lots of dollars. We do that.
That's besides the point.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So let's talk about countertops, because I know as a real estate agent, you have mentioned to me on more than one occasion.
I did.
Tile countertops with grout is
make
out.
it go away.
Well, it's so high maintenance.
Yes, and they always have white grout.
Yeah.
Always. It's never black grout.
Well, usually it's like white grout with like coffee stains because it's impossible to keep white grout white all the time in the kitchen. So, yeah, it's, if you can afford it, upgrade the countertops.
Yes, please.
Quartz, undermount sink, and maybe a nice tile backsplash.
Now, quartz because it's durable or because it's trending?
Oh, hands down, it's the most durable.
Okay.
And if we're thinking resale, it's actually quite cost effective.
I agree.
Compared to, I'm a firm believer in natural stone. If you're staying in your home and it's your forever home, wouldn't it be lovely if we toured some of the slab yards together and we hand selected a quartzite countertop?
Okay.
For your forever kitchen.
Well, you do make that sound really fun.
It's so much fun. Would I do that if my client was going to put their home on the market like right away? No. It's not worth getting attached to that beautiful new countertop. Because there's emotions involved with selling your home.
Okay, you want to hear something funny about countertops?
Yes.
We put in, a fake granite or something because we were reselling the last house, and it was only in the house for maybe 45 days total. My daughter can't remember the countertops she grew up with.
For all
she
those
could
years.
only remember that last one we had for maybe 6 weeks.
Well, it must have been impactful for her.
Like, what are you talking about? What countertop is that? She's like, oh, the gray one, and it had this. I'm like, that? The one we hardly used, the one I was obsessive about. Keep your stuff off the counter.
Yep, that's the one.
That's the one she remembers, not the one that she actually spent 10 years with. And like, oh, okay. She got attached to this one, I guess.
Bless her heart.
Right? And then I bought a house that has corian.
Oh, corian, that's another one of your favorites,
It's
right?
yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's 2 videos already. This was the 3rd video that I've mentioned corian. It was such a great problem solve when it came out.
Yes.
We've got one-piece countertop. Your sink will never leak again. Well, that's true. I can't remove the darn thing.
No, you can't. It's integral to those countertops.
And it's not aging real well. I'm sure it's 30 years old, so maybe it is aging well, but
I would say it's probably aging well at 30 years.
I'm really done.
You've probably gotten its full wear out of it.
I think
your
so.
money's worth.
It gets ugly real fast. It shows everything you put in the sink, which of course is everything that stains, right, between coffee and tomato sauce and beef stew, and then it finds every single crack in the sink, and it looks absolutely terrible until you pull out the bleach again, and you've got to use hard stuff on this to make it look nice.
Yeah.
And it never looks new. It just looks tolerably clean.
Yeah.
And I'm done. So when I visit an open house, I'm like, oh no, they did it. They didn't change this. Just change this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just that one thing.
Put in a real sink and a real counter and take this out.
Speaking of real sinks.
Yes.
So most people's preference that I'm seeing now is a single basin, extra large sink.
Those farmhouse apron sinks or just one piece.
Yes.
Either one.
Yes. the era of the 2-basin sinks is long gone. Now, that's not to say I still have some clients that don't want to give up the 2-basin sink, and so then we'll do the low divide 2-basin sinks, because that kind of gives you kind of the best of both worlds.
Okay, so that you can have division when you want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Another reason to get rid of your Corian sink and countertop and just do the whole thing.
Yes.
You can't change the sink.
Yes.
I really thought the 1-basin sinks weren't going to last.
They're huge.
Still.
Right now, still.
Okay.
I don't know about the apron front, you know. They were quite prevalent when we were doing modern farmhouse a lot, and the the solid direction of modern farmhouse. I think now it's more often than not we're kind of blending those styles.
Yes.
It's not one thing or another. It's kind of a mix.
Yes, we've taken some farmhouse, some traditional, some mid-century.
Yes.
We're making them work because they do have really functional elements. Let's make them work together.
Pacific Northwest, kind of Northwest contemporary.
Oh, yes.
That's one of those design trends that, I mean, it's been around forever because it kind of touches on kind of the mid-century modern.
Okay, describe it some more. So let's get a full picture of this.
Okay. Pacific Northwest contemporary is natural materials.
Yes.
Layered textures.
Check.
Warmer, natural color palettes.
Love that.
It can go mid-century modern, but maybe it has some rustic elements worked in. Ooh. And then my favorite part is, and I've been leaning heavily into this lately, is biophilic design. So that's where you're creating connectivity between the indoors and the outdoors. And so it entails lots of natural plants and green elements, extra large windows, large doors, which we see that a lot now with, like a big 12, 16-foot bifold patio door that takes us from the great room to our outdoor living spaces.
Oh my gosh.
And by opening that big door, that helps us get that connection.
Oh, I love that.
Biophilic, kind of, nature, bringing nature inside.
That sounds like what everyone wants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want that?
I don't know.
all those people that forget to water their plants.
Yeah.
That's maybe not for everyone.
But even indoors, and we've got our gray winters and our cozy hibernation period. Like, that sounds exactly what I would want to be surrounded by. A lot less white, stark, clean.
Yes.
I want the cozy, and those all sound very cozy to me.
So maybe clean lines, but a cozy color palette.
Yeah.
And I'd say most of the time now we're kind of leaning away from grays. But that doesn't mean that you can't still incorporate some grays, because they're a nice juxtaposition to warmer tones, but it's more of a blend. It's like warms and cools, not all a cool gray color palette anymore.
Right. So that brings me to a really good topic.
Yeah.
What colors are in and what is out?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about cabinetry earlier on. We're seeing a lot of natural stained finishes, or a blend of the stained finishes with painted finishes. Lots of rift white oak, in like a lighter stain color, all the way to walnut. Walnut seems to be really.
Walnut's back?
Yeah.
How dark is it this time?
Well, it depends on your taste. Okay. Personally, from my perspective, walnut has beautiful shade variation. High variegation throughout the wood. So keeping it natural or just with a light to medium stain really brings out that natural feel.
I grew up on black walnut.
Oh,
right.
Yes.
It was so dark.
And it was dark.
And it ate the light. It just
Yeah.
absorbed it from the room.
Yeah. Well, so if it's a darker wood like that, what we're seeing now is maybe it's just the island base cabinets that are walnut.
Okay.
And then the countertop is, you know, a much lighter polished material that helps reflect the light.
Oh, that sounds nicer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
so
balance.
It's a nice balance.
Yeah. All right. So we've got woods are in, natural colors, great light, natural finishes.
Yes.
We're not getting orange finishes to the wood anymore.
No, that's kind of toned down again to that just natural kind of warm color palette.
Which makes it sound easy for someone who does have maybe a very honey oak kitchen and it's original. Okay, you don't have to replace it. We're just gonna lighten everything. Just gonna maybe wash it down.
Or paint. I mean, paint the cabinets.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, clients don't really want to part with their solid oak cabinetry.
And I don't want you to because I want to buy them.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Leave them in the house. If they're in good condition, please leave them. If they're 50 years old and still, you can feel the wood door and it closes well and the hinges work and no dog has peed on it and no toddler has tried to eat the corner, then leave it. Good cabinets.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry.
I got a visual of the child gnawing on the
Well, you know,
it happens.
I've
right?
babysat a lot of kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do stuff.
Yes, they do.
So now Pinterest likes to tell me that colored cabinets, right? Navy and green are very much in. Are you actually seeing people order that?
We are.
Okay.
We still are. Not the entire kitchen. Again, it's much more of a balance. So
Okay.
maybe like a deep navy painted cabinet on your island, or maybe just your floating shelves are that are that tone. But then we're pairing it with a warmer rift white oak. Say, it's a balance.
Yeah.
The deeper kind of jewel tone blues and greens seem to still be kind of sticking around.
Okay.
But then we're also, you also see punches of color, more of like the caramels, some deep, just kind of the jewel tones. So some of the deeper, like really saturated purples, terracottas, because that kind of
So we're
balances
moving
things
much
out.
more into jewel tone and natural colors, and we're moving away from gray.
Yes,
Moving away from
Yes.
gray flooring,
yes.
from gray countertops.
I'd say in most cases, in most cases, we're leaning more towards quartz countertops that are emulating a marble.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So a nice blend, and that can be a lot of things.
It can be so many things. Yeah, there's so many fun quartz products out there now.
It isn't always white. It isn't always white and gray. It isn't always black and white and gray.
No, much warmer tones.
Okay.
We're seeing more saturation in the marketplace with
All right.
kind of leaning just more towards the natural, the warmth. Yeah, not cold.
All right. Well, then what else should we have our radar out there as we're browsing Pinterest and then we're at Home Depot before we come talk to you?
Yes. Well, I think, it's always really great to curate a collection of photographs on Pinterest, or we use House a lot as
love
well.
House.
Yeah. I get lost on House because it's like a rabbit hole. But it is really great to curate a collection of photographs that have elements that appeal to you, and make a note as to what was it in that photograph. Was it the paint color that really spoke to you? Was it the island chandelier? Was it the cabinet hardware? What was it? So that we can have a conversation about it, because I can help the clients then take all the elements that they love, from 5, 10 pictures, and we can blend it cohesively into a style that fits their home and their architecture.
Thank you.
Which is really important.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
If you have 1960s, well, no, let's make it more obvious because what we actually have around here is 1980s split levels.
Yeah.
If you have that,
Yeah.
you can't do just anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to create a nice balance. Maybe you play off some of the architectural elements that are incorporated into the space plan, and not so much focus on the entryway and the split level aspect, but maybe we pull from the size and shape of the windows. Maybe we pull from some of the elements that make us warm and cozy, like
a big mantle,
like a mantle, the fireplace wall, and we kind of build off of that. You're right. There's a lot of split levels.
And then down here in the valley, we've got your 1920s and 30s cottages and bungalows.
Yes.
And then that architecture is totally different.
Completely different.
And that kitchen square footage is going to be totally different.
Is tiny. But then that's where we plan ahead for all your storage needs, and we just got to maximize storage in those tiny kitchens.
Yeah.
And then I go back to the Northwest Contemporary style. That tends to fit a lot of our architecture. It just depends on how heavily you lean into each aspect, and then part of that, just goes back to what your personal preferences are.
Yeah.
Unless we're designing to put your house on the market, and then we're just, we're gonna keep it really fresh, clean lines, warm tones, and not break the bank to update a space that you're not gonna get to live in and enjoy.
Absolutely. If we're putting the house on the market and you have a time frame, then it's going to be, let's do it clean and simple, and probably replace your countertop.
Yes.
Just keep seeing it a lot lately.
Yes.
Let's see what happens at the open house this weekend.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I've seen so much Corian this summer. I am
really?
surprised.
I think it's because it's on your mind.
I think so. Yes, I'm tracking with it. Like, dang it, another house.
There it is. There it is again. There it is.
Is there anything else that we might just be in the zone, right? It was great during 2020. Everybody did it. And maybe we did one bathroom with that flooring, or we did one kid's room with that flooring. And they were like, well, it's time to do the rest of the house. Should we continue with this LVP? Or should we go a different direction?
LVP. Well, the great thing about a quality LVP is that it's going to be completely waterproof, kid-proof, and pet-proof.
The good stuff is.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, there's the opposite end of the spectrum, because there's much lower grade ones out there that aren't going to give you the longevity, but man, would they give you a big impact in a short amount of time, if you just upgrade from, I don't know, a parquet floor from the 70s or something like that. The LVPs that are the most popular are the ones that have an attached backing to them. Personally, the ones that I like to recommend are the ones that have the cork backing, because that gives you some noise absorption qualities to it, as well as being waterproof, kid-proof, and pet-proof, which is all the things that we want, because everybody wants low maintenance, and I think there's something to be said for that.
Does no one ever come to you and say, I want a really high maintenance floor?
No, never, not ever, not even once. No, because we're all busy. We all have families and jobs, and we don't.
Then what is the most high maintenance floor? Since no one is ever going to ask for it.
I'd say probably the most high maintenance floor would be a natural marble.
Oh,
and that
sounds terrible.
Well, yeah, it's finicky, right?
Yeah.
Anything acidic will etch the polish off the surface of a marble. So
you can't ever drop food.
You can't drop food. Goodness gracious, if you drop a glass of orange juice on your polished marble floor, there'll be a big etch mark right there.
I'm thinking of all the dishes breaking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking how cold my feet will be.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, no wonder. Yes, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we know. Marble's the worst.
Yes. Now that's not to say that, there's awesome porcelain tiles out there that maybe have a marble graphic. And
Okay.
they've come such a long way, and they're getting just more and more detailed in the graphics that go into the floor tiles. While we're touching on tile and floors, we're trending towards much larger tiles now.
Oh, really?
Much larger.
Okay.
For a while, everybody was doing like the 12 by 24s, 12 inches by 24 inches.
Yeah.
But now it's like 36 by 48.
That's half a room.
Like, it's big tiles.
Humongous.
Not just on the floors, but if we switch gears and talk about bathrooms, we're seeing a lot of large scale tiles on our bathroom shower walls, our tub shower surrounds. Sometimes even porcelain slabs. So there's a whole new genre or category of materials out there.
Yeah.
The manufacturers are making very large porcelain tiles or porcelain slabs. They're very thin, really durable. They look great. Maintenance is really low. No grout joints or very minimal grout joints. With the larger scale tiles. So we're seeing that a lot in bathrooms, and also our showers tend to be getting bigger. Everybody wants big walk-in showers with a couple different shower heads. You got to have a handheld.
Okay. So
yes.
let's switch gears and talk. Okay. Before we leave kitchens.
Yes. Sorry.
What's going on in backsplashes?
Oh.
We're done with subway tile, I think.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I still get lots of requests for subway tiles.
Okay.
But maybe we're not doing the plain white 3x6 subway tiles. Now they come in all different sizes. So we're seeing now like a lot of elongated subway tiles. So maybe they're 2 inches by 14 inches.
Oh.
Still kind of stacked like a subway, but it's more of a modern spin. Also, we're seeing a lot of subway-shaped tiles, but they have different textures. So you're kind of layering those textures, kind of blend, and you could blend a couple different textures or graphics together.
That's so fun.
Sometimes that works.
I love backsplash tile.
Well, it's a really great space. Just to be a little out there if you wanted to be. It's a little splash of color. Also, wallpaper. Wallpaper. Not your grandma's tiny little flower patterns.
And the textured stuff you could pet.
the velvet red scrolls. No, we're not
None
doing
of that.
anymore.
Okay.
No, but larger scale, kind of bolder graphics in wallpaper, that could be pretty impactful in a space. And now they've come out with easier application. More like peel and stick. Not peel and stick on your floor. That's
don't do that. Don't do that.
Different. That's different than your walls.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, I know, because there's no longevity there.
Yeah. It was fun for the TV show. Trading Places.
Oh my gosh.
Trading Spaces.
Yes.
Trading Spaces. Yes. It was fun. But they didn't last a year.
No.
Someone had to come in and redo that floor.
I know. The one episode that just rings in my ears is the one where they glued feathers to the wall.
Yes. Did you cringe the whole time?
I did. Like, how do you dust that?
Liquid nail was their best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. So
Yeah.
bad. Okay. So off topic.
We go down a rabbit hole.
Oh, how old are we for a show that's been off the air for 15 years? Remember it like it's yesterday.
Oh gosh. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk bathrooms.
Yeah. Bathrooms. Okay, so I kind of touched on showers.
Yeah.
The larger, the better. For most of the clients that we're working with, I'd love your opinion on this.
Yeah.
I have lots of requests for no bathtub or a freestanding bathtub, which oftentimes means we're going to more of a wet room concept where we're layering the function of a shower and the bathtub area, which is lovely, and you see it a lot on Pinterest and Houzz. It's quite a bit more expensive because there's more tile, there's more plumbing, a huge shower pan because now that whole room. Yeah.
The whole room has to drain.
Yeah.
It sounds like something a man thought of.
Oh.
They can just hose down the whole room.
I think you're right. Yeah.
You know what would be simpler than washing the shower? Hosing down the whole room.
There you go.
There you go. That's what you're getting.
Yes.
I think you have to have a bathtub.
At least one.
Somewhere in the house.
That's kind of been the general rule of thumb.
Preferably on the same floor as the primary. Because
for the kiddos.
If you make your primary bathroom the one with the tub, okay, that's a choice. You can do that. If you make the primary bathroom the one without the tub, at some point you're going to need a bathtub. Someone in your house is going to need a bathtub, whether you have to wash a dog or you have a bum foot. And where else can you do that? You can't do that in a stand-up shower. Right. You can't soak aching muscles. You can't take an Epsom salt bath at the end of a long day in a shower.
Yeah.
So someone's going to need a tub. Where do you want it to be? Do you want it to be your bathroom?
Because then that means the dogs and the kids and everybody
They're
else.
in that bathroom.
Yeah.
Or do you make it the other bathroom, like a guest bathroom or something else that's still on the main floor where the other bedrooms are? Okay, it's very accessible. Maybe it's for guests. Maybe it's for you just once in a while. There has to be a bathtub somewhere.
Yes.
And if you're going to do the freestanding tub, I hear from people the one that looks pretty is not comfortable. And it becomes just a big trophy because no one uses it.
Oftentimes that's what it ends up being. But I've had quite a few clients as of late who are advocates for taking a long soak at the end of the evening.
I'm a big fan.
Me too. I don't ever have time for it usually, but
it's in my kids' bathroom.
Oh yeah.
I don't always want to be in there. They don't clean it as often as I want them to clean it. Or as well as I want them to clean it. Sorry, guys, but.
Well, and talking from the perspective of a freestanding bathtub, if you are trying to wash the dog or bathe a small child, those tubs are really deep. They are hard to get in and out of or assist someone.
So back in the day, we used to have those sunken tubs, or we had carpeted stairs up to the tops.
Yes,
which we still run into.
We're not advocating for that.
We're so old here. I still run into a sunken tub now and then that no longer has carpet on the stairs.
Sure,
but they're still there. They're in the house.
Yes.
How else are we going to get in and out of the tub? I mean, we are all aging here. We can't all have 3-foot tall tubs. How do you get out?
Very carefully.
No, because no one's asking you to design stools.
Some people. I mean, I bring that up to my clients.
Okay.
And at the Puyallup Design Center, we have not a large selection, but we have one freestanding tub.
Okay.
And I always make my clients get in.
Yeah.
Get in. Sit down. See if this works for you. This tub is X. Yay by so.
Yeah.
Does that work for you? I'm only 5 foot, and so a 6-foot tub is like a death sentence for me because there's nowhere to brace yourself. You just slide all the way down. So that doesn't work for me. But somebody else who's
how would you get out?
Well, that's just it. I mean, you have to plan for these things, and maybe it's as simple as an artfully placed bench.
Okay.
Next to the tub.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to make sure that it's slip resistant on the bottom because that would just create another
and water
issue.
resistant. And it's made out of teak or something good.
Yes. Well, teak wood. I mean that takes us back to our organic
Yeah.
biophilic design. So,
Yeah.
I think we have to talk through it and pre-plan for it.
Yeah.
Now, I have done a couple Japanese soaking tubs, which
Tell me more.
are lovely. So a Japanese soaking tub takes up a very small footprint in your bathroom, and they're very deep. So the premise is you get into the tub and the water, comes up to here.
Okay.
And those we always have to work some stairs, steps, handrails, because you have to be able to get in and out.
Okay. So is it like a cold plunge tub?
Well,
where
you
it's
could.
Small footprints?
Yeah, they're pretty small.
Okay.
Probably the smallest
Right,
is
and then
maybe
you
about
go in
45
feet first and
and then
down.
yeah, I haven't actually thought about a cold plunge, but there's no reason why you couldn't cold plunge.
Yeah.
You
Just
sort
run
of
cold water.
Yeah,
Throw in some ice.
Ooh, yes.
You're done.
Yes.
Not appealing. Sorry, guys. Not happening. Bring me my hot water.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay, so there's a lot of choices for tubs. We can have our usual tub where my knees and shoulders cannot be underwater at the same time. It's
Right.
one or the other.
Right.
Or you can have extra long tub, freestanding tub. You can have I'm seeing a lot of, just walk-in showers, 0 entry, which is great for aging in place.
Yes.
I intend to die in this house. My parents are living with me and we're going to make it easier for them. It's great.
Yes.
It's great. If you have the money to do that, make it work. Fine. I don't care.
Along with aging in place, the other thing that we do is we pre-plan for grab bars.
Yes.
So if we're not putting them in now, we'll put the backing in the walls. So we've got it all planned out for the day that we do need it. And then also, grab bars and accessories, they've come a long way from a design perspective. They don't have to be the ugly, industrial
They
ones
don't?
anymore. No, they have some lovely ones now that match the towel bars.
Oh.
You can have it, a whole,
So much better.
a whole collection.
Yeah. So in kitchens, we've covered kitchens. In bathrooms, I think white is just here to stay for sinks, toilets, bathtubs.
Yes.
If you have an almond color, maybe update that with white.
Yeah.
The toilet is the easiest one. Just update the toilet.
Yeah. The Kohler offers a wide range of colors, but 9 times out of 10,
It's going to be white.
we're just gonna do white. Please don't do black. Black.
Please don't.
It really it's a nightmare to keep clean. But since we're talking about toilets, one other trend that we're seeing an awful lot is bidet seats or bidet toilets. So we're always planning ahead for plumbing and electrical
Gotcha.
now in the event that somebody wants to maybe not put in a bidet toilet now, but they might want to do a bidet toilet seat later on. So we've got an outlet in the wall now.
You're ready. Just ready to go. How hard is it to change your bathtub? If I buy an old house and it's got an avocado green bathtub, what do I do?
Well, if it's avocado green, chances are it's sitting in a elevated tub deck. And it probably has avocado green tiles around it. So you probably have to not only update the tub, because you're probably not going to find the exact size. And if you're going to upgrade your tub, you probably don't want to keep the small tiles on the tub deck. So it's probably updating, demoing the tub deck, framing a new deck, and retiling it. Or if you're staying in your home, we could do a slab, like a quartz slab top, and do an undermount tub. That's a lovely detail. But that's only if you're staying in the home where you can enjoy it yourself. And then we have to assess, what kind of flooring is in the bathroom. If we demo the tub deck, how is that affecting, your current flooring? So oftentimes you want to just change one thing, but it's kind of, a chain reaction.
I think especially in bathrooms. because we can't know how much water damage occurred with the previous owner.
Then there's that.
We don't know if they had kids or pets or crazy people. We don't know. We only know what the inspector can tell us.
Yes.
And the inspector can't pull up the linoleum and say, whoa, actually there's water damage all the way across the wall.
Right.
So
Right.
we're just looking, is it moist, is it not moist? The end. And
Yeah.
you're going to be the ones to find it.
Yeah, and I know lots of homeowners get really, really scared of water damage and what that means. Most of the time, it just means that we need to change out the subfloor, maybe a stud here or there,
Right.
but it's not a big scary, like
It's
your
usually
house
not
is
your
falling
whole
down.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually not all the studs. It's usually not the studs and the ceiling. It's usually there's a leak near the toilet. We're going to fix this area. There's a leak near the tub. We're going to fix this area.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
Not a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there anything we have forgotten to talk about? Because we've been so excited this time.
I know, because I think we both love this topic, and it's so fun.
It's so
to
much
talk
fun
about.
to talk about.
Yes. So let's just circle back around to kitchens for a minute. I would just like to state for the record that I think islands are here to stay, and
you can't live without them.
The bigger the better.
Yeah.
Waterfall countertop edges tend to be pretty big, and or some artful way to end your island.
Okay.
You know, I'm not seeing a lot of just straight countertop overhangs. You know, we're seeing turned legs to the floor.
Oh, pretty.
Or the waterfall countertop edges to the floor, or turning the cabinet so you've got some sort of decorative end. I think that's
Big fan.
That's here to stay as well. Let's see, layered lighting. I think I briefly touched on that.
It's so important in the kitchen.
It's just so important.
So important.
You have to have under cabinet lighting, the ambiance lighting. Recessed cans is pretty typical, and then some decorative lighting.
And can lights have come such a long way.
Oh my gosh, LED, and they're not even
flat.
Now they're flat, so you don't need all that space to hold that can.
And
can
even
any
on a
longer.
high ceiling, you're not going to need the tool to go up there and twist.
Exactly.
That you and I would need.
Yes.
Reach out there.
Yes. Well, I travel with a step stool for wherever I go. Yeah, I have to. I'm so short.
So do people ask for butler's pantries when you're designing a kitchen?
You know, I love to design a good butler's pantry. They are so exciting because they're these tiny little moments in a whole house. Typically, we like to place them between the kitchen and your entertaining space because that's the primary focus of a butler's pantry. It's you're serving from the butler's pantry to either a formal dining room or a great room space. The flip side to that are sculleries, which the words.
What's a scullery?
The word's a little scary. Also, small spaces, typically right off the kitchen. Their primary focus is prep work. So you're kind of prepping messy, dirty things, kind of behind the scenes, not in the big main kitchen.
Okay.
Is really what that's for. Again, small, compact spaces. That could be a cleanup station. So sink, extra dishwasher, all the dirty dishes go in there instead of into the main sink in the kitchen where everyone's conjugating.
Not everything stays out and is visible for all your guests, and being this awkward reminder of I still have to do the dishes.
Yes, they can be tucked away in this little room, perhaps with a pocket door, so you just close the door and all the mess is contained there. That's also a really great place to prep all your hors d'oeuvre trays and things, because I don't know about
and
you,
just
but
have them ready.
Yeah, I'm always like racing around last minute. You do that prep work in that little room, and then you bring your beautiful trays out, and then your kitchen's not a mess.
Wow.
So, not everyone
We don't all have the square footage.
I know.
But when we do,
those are really, really great spaces to work into your floor plan.
That's very cool.
Beverage centers, I think we sort of touched on that earlier, but even if it's not like a built-in coffee maker, a little dedicated space for morning smoothies for the kiddos, a cereal station, breakfast items specifically, the toaster, the blender, the coffee maker behind closed doors. And that doesn't have to be a room, that can just be a cabinet. In fact, one of my favorite cabinets out of our Belmont cabinet line that we often use in our remodels is an espresso cabinet. It's a tall, deep cabinet that has two big doors that open and then pocket. And that's where you can keep all the breakfast items. So it makes it much easier to get in the kitchen in the morning and out the door, get the kids on the school bus. Wow. Again,
it is about the lifestyle and about what you actually use your kitchen for.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Pets, household pets. Oftentimes, now we will dedicate some space to the pets in our lives because they are just like our kids. They are fur babies, and they're always in the kitchen. Well, and they need to have a place to, eat their crunchies and drink their water. And so there's all kinds of really creative ways to work in customized spaces for our fur babies in the kitchen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Again, that's for if we're staying, if this is our forever home, not.
Don't build a custom water bowl if you're leaving in 6 months. Maybe not. So people can find you at American Dream Design Build here in Puyallup. And you're so easy to get a hold of. You've been very responsive to all of my questions. Honestly, she answers emails very fast. So we'll leave your contact info below.
Wonderful.
Is there anything else, like how soon should someone get in contact with you if they're thinking, my kitchen just needs help?
We're at the Puyallup Design Center, American Dream Design Build, every day, Monday through Friday. So if they're looking for ideas or just want to see some new materials, they could just come on into the showroom.
Would it help if they do their budget first?
Well, it's always a good idea to have some sort of budget in mind. Part of our job is to educate our clients on.
So we don't have to have a budget.
Yeah. What's a typical kitchen remodel? Well, we can talk in general terms so that we can kind of prepare for the the overall budget. But if they have a budget, that's great. We can kind of guide and direct them. But if not, we'll educate the clients and then talk through the whole design process, which is usually where we start. We start with the design agreement. That kind of has some budget parameters and some design hours allocated to working through all the finishes and the layouts and all of those sorts of things. A lot of work goes in behind the scenes, but then we have quite a few meetings together to work through material selections. So.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
And if you guys had as much fun as we did, then reach out to Amy or myself if you want to sell your home. Or if you're thinking, what is the resale value of these things? Please come and check with me and I'll tell you what the buyers are telling me.
There you go.
They're at the open houses, and so I get to hear the unfiltered comments of what they love and what they don't love, and then we'll powwow and make a plan. So
sounds lovely. Thank you so much for having me again today.
It was so fun.
It was fun.